guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts, and I am so grateful that you are here today spending time with me. And I am going to be making a beautiful, this is called a, oh, what was the title of it again? It's in the description, Z-Fold Easel card. And I am loving this style. We're gonna make one together. This one I made as a spring theme, as a thank you spring theme, and it just stands up like this. There were a few things that I need to adjust on this card. I did it a little bit off, but I'm going to fix that. And then this next one we're going to make a Christmas one. So on the inside we have this, and then you can write your message here. So I want to thank Rosemary from Rosemary's You Rock Art for the stencils and stamps that she sent me the other day. These is what I used on this project. I used, which one was it? This beautiful one and this one. And then I used the thanks and the Be Awesome stamps on here. She sent me these in the challenge the other day. So thank you, Rosemary. These are wonderful. And I used them today in this card. You can see the Be Awesome and then the butterflies. Used them again here and the thanks. And it just turned out so cute. So if you don't know what I'm talking about as far as the challenge goes, you guys check the description box. I'll put the link to the announcement in there. And we are going to make a Christmas version of this card today. You can see how it stands up there. You can see the butterflies hidden underneath. This is a punch that I got from, I don't know where I got this one. This is a butterfly punch that I have in my stash. It's a 2-inch butterfly punch. And then I used, these are from a die cut set from my stash as well. So you can use all kinds of different things. We've got, I used some foam tape. I used some double-sided sticky tape. I used my glue gun, scraps, and liquid glue. Anything else? I did use some scissors. Oh, and butcher's twine. So we're going to put this one aside because we're going to make a Christmas version today. Okay. So this isn't that hard, guys. You're going to be able to do this. I promise you that. I'm going to give you simple instructions and we're going to get her done. All right. First off, I'm going to move this over so I can actually read my notes. First off, we've got to pick, you're going to use cardstock for each of these things. Okay. We're not going to use paper because it needs to be sturdy. We're going to use cardstock. This first one is the base. We need a piece that is 11 by 4.5. And we are going to score this one at 2 3/4 and at 5.5. Super easy. This, I promise you that. It's going to be super easy. Okay. 2 3/4, 5.5 right there. That's that. All right, next we're going to need another piece of this that's going to be 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And we don't need to score that one. So we need those two pieces of that one. And then we need a matte piece of another color. So it'll show. This one is going to be 9.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And this one we're going to score simply at 4 3/4, which is halfway. Okay, 4 3/4. Really, really easy so far, right? All right, then we're going to need a piece of white cardstock that is 3 1/4 by 7 1/4. All these measurements are down in the description box. We're going to score this one at 5 inches. That's it for that one. And then we need another piece that is 2.5 by 4, and we are not going to do any scoring with that one. So that's it for the scoring. We're going to need a couple other things, but that's for later on when we get to the decorating and making the easel part so that it stands up. I don't want to confuse you. So this is what we need for the base. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to set this side, this aside. We're going to set this aside. We're actually going to set this white one aside as well. We're going to start right here with the base. Okay. Now we're going to fold this one in half, which is that line right there. Okay. Fold it in half. And burnish that one real good. All right, and then on this other line, we're going to fold that towards us. Right there. Are you with me so far? So we're just going to have this. Okay, that's what we're going to have right there. That's the start. Next, we're going to take the matted piece and we're going to fold this in half right there on that score line. Make sure I keep forgetting to do that. Make sure that your sides are even so that they look really nice. All right. Now, are you ready for this? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to take this piece and you're going to put, now the mistake that I made on this one is I brought this piece up. I should have come down because it was unbalanced. So I needed to bring this back down here a little more. Okay. Because mine was a little unbalanced. And what happens is when this one folds, if you've got it too far up, see I've got a bigger gap here than up here. When you fold this, that means your easel part has to come up higher to be hidden. And then it left a big gap down here. And this should have been more balanced. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually balance this out so that it's perfectly framed all the way around. Okay. So we're just going to eyeball it, but we're going to put this one right about there. And I'm just going to kind of glue this right here. So that'll tell me that's where it needs to be. We can pull this back out here and then we can go ahead and glue under this part. Okay, you can use tape if you want to, if you prefer. I'm going to use liquid glue because I've got mine flowing now and it's running really good and I like it. All right, so that one is spaced in the middle, just like that. Okay, so it's going to look pretty folded up. Sorry, trying to stay intact in screen here. All right, next, so we've got this. This is the base of our card pretty much. Okay, we're halfway there. So that's the most of it. Next, we are going to take, now we're going to do this next part before we put it on the card because that was another mistake I made. I put the white cardstock onto that one and then I started doing my stenciling and all that stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that like I did because I made a mess. Okay. Now on this one, I'm kind of thinking about using, instead of stenciling, thinking about using some of these Tim Holtz things that I have around here. And I may change my mind, but I think I'm going to do it. Now what I want to do is trim this up. This is from a kit that I had from last year. I don't know which pack this is, guys. I don't keep track of that stuff. I'm sorry. I don't think I have the, I have the package, but I don't have the label on it. Otherwise I'd tell you. But it was that whole Christmas ephemera kit thing that I bought on sale and put away for this year. So I don't remember. All right, we're just going to trim this photo back. I think I'm going to use this. I may not, but I think I am because it's about the right size. I think I'm going to cut that piece off too. I don't need it that long. And I do want some design to show around it. So I'm just going to trim it back. Let's see if that'll fit a little better for my needs. So that's my thought there. And you'll see that this should be way smaller. And then can I put this like behind it and then this stacked up on it? How much of that poinsettia can I get to show? I could potentially put this down a little bit lower. Oh, I like that a lot. I do like that a lot. I think I'm going to cut this picture even shorter though. Make it even just a little bit smaller. Now, you don't have to use this same thing. You can stencil like I did on the first one. You can do this however you want to, as long as you've got that, you know, the form of the card, the base of the card and how to do that. You can do any kind of art on the front. That's the whole idea, right? All right, I think I'm going to trim that lady off the side too. I don't have a lot of that poinsettia to show. I might have trimmed that a little bit further than I meant to, but that's okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so what we're going to do, I really want a lot of, I'm I'm going to try to put a lot of dimension on here and just a lot of color. And let's see, I think I want to put some more poinsettia down here. Since I've got two of them, I can. And kind of lift this one up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Now for this back piece of paper, because I am doing the Tim Holtz and a little more vintage, I'm going to grunge it just slightly. Okay, I'm going to hold those right there. Just slightly, just a little bit. I'm putting Tanya's spin on this one, guys. Yes, I am. Okay, let's put this there. And let's see. Now you could put green or red or something back here. That would be cool. You could also put some stamping on the back. I just want to put a little bit of color and knock back that white just a touch. Just a touch. I don't need to add a lot of dimension to those. This will be popped up a little bit. I'm kind of thinking about stamping the background. Oh, you know what else? What about this? What about this? So you can do plain and simple. You can do grungy. You can do this however you want to. Whatever your style is, do it. Add your flavor to the card. Okay, so that'll add that a little bit. I think I'm going to put black and white stamping on the back of it. Now, for that, I believe I know that I have a Santa ATC stamp. Where is that? This doesn't have to be anything particular either, but it would be pretty cool to have that back there if I'm able to quickly locate it. You could put other stamps back there, it doesn't matter. Is this one? This isn't one, but this actually has music on it, which would work as well. And since I'm not finding the other one quickly, let's use this one. Now it has a butterfly. I don't need that part, so I'm just going to press this part into, and I'm going to use my scorched timber because my black ink is too juicy and it'll just make a big mess. I just know that. So let's use this one. And I'm just going to put this music anywhere where that might show through. So we'll just kind of randomly put that around the edges where it may show through. Okay, perfect. So we're going to hold on to that because I might need that again later. And I need my towel to clean up the glass. Now let's see what that looks a little better. I think it will. Oh, see what a huge difference that makes? Love that. Now I'm going to cut off some of the pieces that are over the edge. Don't worry. I'm just trying to place this right now. I think I really like that. Now I do want to cut this leaf, and I'm just going to kind of fussy cut around. Nothing perfect. So that maybe, and I think I probably will put a little dimension on this top one. I think I'm going to glue this one straight down. And I'm going to cut this stem off too. I don't really need that. And in fact, let's go around this with some ink to get the white edges away. least some of them. And we'll glue this one down. It's okay to go off the edge because we're going to have paper around it. There's plenty of room on this card for that. And then this one, we're going to cut that stem as well. And let's go around the edges here too. And this one, I think we're going to put the foam tape on the back of this one, pop it up just a bit. Not exactly sure where these are going to touch. This way, perhaps. This way, this way. I want this leaf off this side, so let's go. Let's put a little bit more right here. And this tape is pretty thin, so it's not going to stick up too far, which is good. Because remember, this is a card, so we don't want it to go up too high because then we're talking extra postage and stuff. So I want to be careful with that. Okay, so that's up just a little bit. And then this, we're going to put up just a little bit yet again. Put it there. And then this side. Once in the middle would be great. You could use dots if you wanted to, whatever works for you, whatever you have in your stash. It's mostly about the form. Okay, so let's make sure that's right side up. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Before I do that, let's get out our string. I almost forgot. Now, you want something that's going to match. We use red and white or gold and white. I kind of like the gold. What do you guys think? I think the gold might stand out, or this. I got this one too, which would be really cute. Decisions. Let's use the gold. We'll keep those out for something else. Okay. So here's what we're going to do here. We're going to tape this down. Just get out regular tape. I don't have my regular tape, so we're going to use this tape. I went over too far there. And let's wrap it around. I wrapped the other one 3 times. Let's do the same. I'm going to turn it this way because otherwise I'm going to try to wrap it a certain way and it doesn't need to be. It just needs to be wrapped. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, right? That's 4. There's 3 on the front. Okay. Cut that. These scissors don't cut that very well. Take that piece of tape, tape that down. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is kind of even these out just a bit. Could have done that behind the picture too, really. That would have been cute too. Either way, it doesn't matter. You do you, whatever works for you. I'm going to unstick that. I'm going to unstick that. And then what I'm going to do is use the same tape here and go all the way down. This is how we're going to tape this to our yes. I'm rethinking and it's like, okay, wait a minute. Is this what I wanted to do? Yes, it is. This is what I wanted to do. Because we still have to do this. We have to stick. I hate this tape. It's all unraveling on me. Stick this to our matted paper, right? Or our matting paper. So we're going to have another color behind here. this is still our decorative part that goes onto the matted paper. So let's do that. Pull that off. I haven't added the picture yet. I could have. You can. So I just got inspired to do it this way when I started going through my desk. I thought, you know, we could make a really fun Christmas one this way. Now this is the matted paper, so we're going to put this on here, center it up. So you don't, remember, you don't have to use the die cuts or anything fancy on here. You can just color that white piece of paper that was going on there, like I did on the purple one. And then we're going to take our photo, put this here, right here in the middle. Ooh. Super cute, right? And then we're going to take this same string. I'm going to tie a bow. Tie a pretty bow. And you could use one of your paper bows. You could do that. We all have those. Well, we don't all have those dies necessarily, but a lot of, you know, some of us have those dies that you could make a paper bow and do it that way if you wanted to. We could put that there. So this is where our glue gun comes in. We're just going to put a little shot of glue right there. You can use different glue. You could use different adhesive right there. So that's all decorative and cute. So that's going to be the front of our card. Now, where does that go? That's going to go right here. What? That's going to go right there, guys. Right there. Okay, so we're going to take, now I like to pop this one up too. I think that's fun. So we can use some foam on the back of this one. And that's what I was rethinking a minute ago. It was like, do I want to put just the tape, or was I going to put the foam? I'm going to put foam here. We're going to make it stand up just a bit. You don't have to put foam. You can just glue it straight down if you want to. You do not have to add all this dimension. This might be one of those cards that we have to hand to somebody if it gets too thick, or put it in their package, or just pay a little extra postage. Not something you want to do en masse, of course, at Christmas time for everybody, but maybe it's, you know, special people will get special cards, don't they? Okay, this one we'll put right in the middle here. Done deal. There's our art for the front of our card. So this is what we're going to see when we close the card up. That's what we're going to see. Isn't that pretty? Oh, we need to put a little tag on here. So what we can do there is we can take a little piece of white paper. This is 1/2 by 2.5 inches, just like on this one. Got this little tag here. Right there. So let's put Merry Christmas on this one. How about it? And I have that stamp right here, because my Merry Christmas will fit just perfectly there. And I wasn't able to find my stamping block earlier, so I just used my clear ruler, because I can see where it's going. And I'm going to use the same scorched timber. Maybe. I just misplaced it, didn't I? Scorched timber. There it is. Right there. And get that all inky. Hopefully that's good. If not, then we'll try it again. Get out of the way, scissors. Try to space it. This one's going to go off of the tag just a little bit. That's okay, as long as we can read it. Merry Christmas. Now, if I knew that my stamp was going to be a little bit wider, I probably would have cut my paper just a little bit wider, but it's okay. It's going to work. Go this way. Just make that cute little end, and then we can tuck it up right into there. And actually, that looks really cute. And actually, I think I want to cut this just a little shorter, make it work for you. Okay, we don't want it to go past the edge of this card because that's going to be in the way if we do. So we can do it that way, or you could even save this for down here once we boost it up. But I think I do want to stick it here. Okay, I'm going to actually put hot glue there. Be faster. Faster and easier, especially since I've already got that attached. Okay, so Merry Christmas. We've got the little tag there. All right, we need our easel part right here, and we need to decorate the inside. Okay, so what are we going to do on the inside? Let's find that white piece of paper. Remember this one? This is for the inside of the card. Now, we did score down here. We're going to fold this up this way. Make sure that this is even on either side. Give it a good burnish. And this one, we're going to stamp on this one before we put it in there, because otherwise, you know, we end up with a big mess like I did before. Best wishes for the holiday season. Will these fit in here? Oh, it's a little bit too long. Best wishes for the new year. I've got a Merry Christmas there. That's just barely too big. Doggone it. Greetings of the season. I do like that. Wonderful Christmas fits. Let's do greetings of the season. We could do greetings of the season and best wishes for the new year. We could do that. We could. All right. Where's my ruler? There it is. Will it stick? I've never, oh, not over the other stamp, it won't. That's why it didn't stick. So we'll just ink this one up too. This is my tip of the day. If you can't find your block, just use your clear ruler. Now, the small flap needs to come up, so you're going to be stamping on the long side. So kind of put your greeting there. Let me see if I can even this up, actually. Well, I didn't even that up, so I guess it doesn't matter. Greetings of the season. You can decorate this paper as well if you were doing stenciling like I did on the first one. You could put the stenciling all over the inside. You could do anything like that to decorate the inside of it if you wish. However you want to, it's your card. So we're going to go this way, and this is going to go in here just like that. And that was perfect, actually. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I spaced this one and this one just right. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm not going to add any extra on the inside at this moment, because I've got so much going on the front. I'm not too worried about the inside, and I think that the simple is nice. You'll be able to write your whole message. Now make sure that this one, the white paper, goes all the way down to the crease, okay? We've folded it here. Make sure that it goes all the way down to that score line, because it's going to need to fold with that score line. See, just like that, okay? And then we're going to, now that that's glued down, we're going to go ahead and put glue on this short section right here. Or you can use tape, whatever works, whatever works. And you're going to make sure that you don't have your glue stuck. And you're going to make sure that it squirts out real good. And then just fold that up and push it down. Just burnish that down really good. And now it's all glued down. But apparently I didn't get that all the way down to the crease because it wants to pull. And it just pulled all of that off. And that's, you know what? At least it's now and not later. Let's try gluing that again. How did that happen? My paper is textured, so I don't think it's stuck down very well. Okay, so there's that. Oh my goodness. Struggling. What is happening here? Come on, paper. What's happening? It's wanting to move for some reason. Why? Why? What did I do? Okay. So now we've got this. Okay, you open it up. There's your greeting. You can write down here if you want to. We need our easel portion. Now that part I haven't figured out yet because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So we need to do, I was thinking about using this. Somebody made me this back, and actually I really love that. Somebody made me this back topper, and I just think it would be really, really cute. Now, on the original design, you're supposed to make sure that that part doesn't show. But I'm not sure. I'm worried about that too much as far as the length goes. I think it's perfect for this card. I just do. It's going to be chunky here, and I'm okay with that. I'm using it. We're going to use it different than it was intended. I will cut this part back though, because that'll take a layer out. But I think that's just adorable. And I think that'll look really nice in there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. This part needs to be popped up a little bit because it's got to give room for this part to fit into it. So we're going to take this. We are going to put a strip of foam tape. This one has to be foam tape. You guys, why do I do this to myself? Foam tape, foam tape. I'm calling for the foam tape. Where'd it go? I'm even looking at the floor to see if I dropped it. Seriously. Seriously. Oh, I'll probably have some more. I don't see it, so I'm going to grab some more. Here we go. I just need a strip. We're going to put this at the bottom. Okay, just at the bottom. We don't want this to go all the way. We don't want it at the top because then your piece won't be able to tuck into it. So we want it at the bottom. It's probably over there because that's where I naturally tossed it. It's right there. It's right there. I see it. It's right there. It's not gone. All right, so we're going to take that off. Now, here's the thing. We want this to be holding this. So it needs to be right side up. But we don't want it to be all the way down here. We want it to kind of cover. So we're going to just, you know, kind of place it kind of under here where we need it. Flip this back up this way, guys. Okay. Sorry, I meant to do it this way. Needs to be on the front of this one, but we don't want it to show. So let's hold it underneath this green piece, the cover piece, and just kind of make sure it's placed kind of where you want it on there. Flip it back this way. Make sure it's straight. And then it's not showing. And then we're going to flip this and close it gently, because if you need to move it, you won't be able to if you press it all the way down. And I do need to move it over just a tad. Just a tad. And see, I even stuck it down too hard. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put it right there. And this one goes all the way to the edge. This one doesn't. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this. Maybe you'll never know. All right, perfectly framed. Cute. So it's covered, right? Can't see it. When you open it up, got greetings of the season and hello. Got a sentiment right there. When we pop it up, it's going to tuck right into there, just like we wanted it to. Look how darling that is. Oh my gosh. Didn't that turn out cute? I'm super happy with that. You guys, you can make this. You can do this. You don't have to do the fancy. You can do simple. You can do stenciling. You can do, put a photo there. Put, you know, whatever you want. You could do it this way. Super cute, right? I hope you guys will be inspired to come up with your own cards. I hope that you will give it a try. If you do, be sure to tag me. I'd love to see what you do. And I'd love to come and support you in your channel if you have a channel. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for being here with me and crafting along. Have a fantastic day, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.